Ogunbowale, Irish overcome UConn, try for second straight title. Tampa, Florida. AP this time, a year after Ogunbowale hit an amazing pair of buzzer beaters in the Final Four, the Irish star rushed to the rescue early in the fourth quarter. Ogunbowale scored 14 of her 23 points in the final period, leading a rally from a 9-point deficit with 8 minutes left to help the defending champion Irish beat UConn 81-76 Friday night for a return trip to the title game. The Irish will face Baylor for the crown Sunday night, trying to become the fourth different school to win consecutive championships. UConn, Tennessee, and Southern California have done it. Baylor beat Oregon 72-67 in the first semi-final, setting up a rematch of the 2012 national championship game. The Lady Bears won 80-61. This game between the Huskies and the Irish was a rematch of last season's Final Four classic that Notre Dame won on a last-second shot by Ogunbowale. This won the latest. Irish coach Muffet McGraw celebrated by dancing a little jig at mid-court after this comeback victory. Notre Dame 35-3 trailed 64-55 with 7:52 left before scoring 13 of the next 16 points to take a 68-66 lead on Ogunbowale's short jumper with 3:56 left. The teams then, after Crystal Dangerfield missed a drive down the lane, Ogunbowale hit 2 free throws to give the Irish a 3-point advantage with 58.3 seconds left. On UConn's next, Katie Lou Samuelson scored 20 points all in the second half for the Huskies 35-3. Obviously, the star matchup between Ogunbowale and Samuelson never got going in the first half. Ogunbowale scored, Samuelson was the first to hit in a big way, scoring 15 points in the third quarter. Her 3 foul shot. The Huskies' lead kept growing before the Irish rallied in front of a sellout crowd of 20,062. Ogunbowale had 4. These two teams have had a habit of playing on the game's biggest stage. UConn and Notre Dame. There has been a different vibe around UConn this season. Unlike the previous, UConn had never lost 3 straight years in the Final Four until now. The Huskies jumped out to a 13-4 lead behind strong play from Collier and a stellar defensive effort as the Irish missed 14 of their first 16 shots. The Irish continued its run and took a 22-18 lead on a putback by Ogunbowale. It was her only back. The teams then traded the lead over the rest of the half with the Kristen Williams jumper in the lane just before halftime, giving the Huskies a 30-29 advantage. Replacement official Michael Murray slipped in the first quarter opposite the UConn bench with 4:54 left, and after trainers came over to check her knee, they took her back to the locker room in a wheelchair. Standby official Samuelson and Collier finished their career with 4,743 points, which is the highest combo for a pair of classmates in school history. This was the 50th.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.